Thank you, Chips Ahoy, for the video request on doing a what if this tank was in Blitz. This is the Russian SMK. I didn't even know what this thing was before this video request, so I did some research diving in. There's a size comparison of the KV-1. I personally think this would fall just based on performance and stats of how this historically performed. There was one of them actually produced and made. So you can see the comparison in size between the KV-1. It is slightly bigger. My guess is if this did come into Blitz, it probably would either be a tier 4 or most likely 5. There are some differences. As you notice, there are 2 turrets on this. The first one has, on a KV-1 similar type turret, it only has a 45 millimeter cannon, which is comparable or the same type of cannon the tier 3 Russian BT actually has. At tier 5, that's not going to be very effective. The secondary, or the not the secondary, but the main armament of the tank, the one on the second turret that's a little bit bigger just behind it, has a 75 millimeter cannon, which is actually the worst option, or the lowest option, I should say, for the KV-1. So there's that. The KV-1's more advanced cannons have an 85 millimeter. So if this were to come into Blitz, I could see Blitz actually doing some altercations, so that maybe this tank would have a bigger one. The first cannon probably wouldn't be used at all. The 45 millimeter at tier 5 wouldn't be probably very helpful. Maybe in some instances when you're looking at tanks with much weaker armor. But the other thing is the KV-1 has 75 millimeters of armor, and that's a heavy tank. The SMK only has 60 millimeters of armor, so a bit weaker. However, it's actually quite a bit faster too. I think this thing does have more engine power to weight ratio to it that actually falls more in line with some of the medium tanks at its tier. On more of the lower end, so some of the slower mediums, but it does fit within that. So honestly, I don't know if this is actually something that would come out in Blitz. I think the 2 turret thing, there's a lot of tanks that actually do have this feature in it. Who knows, maybe Blitz in the future could have something like this. World of Tanks PC actually not too long ago came out with 2-barreled cannon tanks. So that actually was quite a new development. So this is the Muffin here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.